While the azaleas are in full bloom in the great state of Georgia, which can mean one thing, that shit, I forgot the line. Keep it going. I'll just do it again. We'll do it in the edit. Well, the azaleas are in full bloom in the great state of Georgia, which can mean one thing: the 4 best days of sport in the sporting year are upon us, the US Masters, and here we are. I'm glad you've decided to join me at the 5 a.m. Lemon Masters show. A tradition unlike, go again? Okay. A tradition unlike any other. Yes, folks, the 5 a.m. Lemon Show, live on YouTube, is back to cover the 4 greatest days in the sporting calendar year. It's the 2025 Masters Tournament, and I am here, Steve Duffy, to be your co-pilot over the next 4 days as we have a feast of golf. You know, many people say the 5 a.m. slot is a graveyard slot. I don't see it like that at all. At all. You know, right now I am in Georgia. I am in Georgia at a, don't dox me, undisclosed location close to Augusta National. And it just get a shiver up my spine when I think the golfers right now, as we speak, are rising shortly to their first day, smelling the coffee, getting ready, mentally ready, going through the holes right now. And I'm sure you're the same at home. Couldn't be happier to be here. First bit of housekeeping. What makes the show happen, of course, what makes every good show happen is the sponsor. And today's sponsor, thanks a lot for the help. Just let me get this copy. Today, I'd like to thank our sponsor, Chad's Cuddles. Chad's Cuddles, the home for online stuffed animals. No more woke teddy bears. Chad's Cuddles is 100% made in America by Americans. Now, there's something we can all get behind. And as such, we honor the great animals of our nation, the greatest nation on earth. For too long, the woke toy market has shoved animals from, quite frankly, lesser countries down our throats. Sophia la giraffe, for instance, do fruity French for, Sophia la giraffe, for instance. And they have told us our native animals of the United States are horrible and disgusting, such as the possum. In reality, the possum is one of the most adaptable, smart creatures on the planet. So, celebrate America by picking up a Pete the Possum cuddly toy for your little one. Just go to chadscuddles.com and use the code 5am Lemon Show at the checkout for 10% off. All right, we are grateful for our wonderful sponsors who make the show happen. Guys, now is a great time for me to share with you some very exciting news. I'm launching my own Pro Golf Tips subscription service. The Department of Golf Efficiency, or DOGE, we're calling it. So excited to tell you about this great opportunity. You're going to get weekly tips straight to your phone from me and the 5 a.m. Lemon Show. We couldn't be more happy here. I'm going to give you a little demonstration of it now. Chad, grab the camera now. I'm going to show you I'm going to give you one tip for free. Here's the tip for free. All right, here we go. I've got a little, as you can see here, I've got a little 10-foot green set up. Wait, can you see my We'll have to do that again. Put the camera up. We'll do it again. I have to get changed. Every week, golf tips straight to your phone by yours truly. And to give you a little flavor of it, I'm going to give you a free lesson right now to see if your game will surely improve with these tips. Here's a free lesson I'm going to give you right now. Chad, grab the camera. I'm going to show the guys at home a free lesson. All right, so this is the kind of predicament every golfer, every amateur golfer faces every week. We've got a little 10-foot putt here. Now, what's going through your brain? A lot's going through your brain. And this, let me take my jacket off. I take the jacket off. Take the putt properly. But it's a predicament every golfer finds himself in. You've got a 10-foot putt. Everything's going through your brain. It's a Sunday. You've probably got things going on after the match. How do you turn that off? So here's me, all these thoughts running through my brain. Taking a shot. Where's it going to go? I was going for the middle one, by the way. Completely missed. I have so many thoughts going in my mind. So many. Here's my tip. Is that following me? Here's my tip. It's easy. This is easy for everyone at home. Your golf game's going to change with this one tip. When you're lining the shot up, it's a switch. You're switching off all those other thoughts. What's going on Sunday? Do you have to go to church? Do you have to wash the car? Do you have to pick the kids up? All that's going through your brain. And in your mind, you flick a switch, an actual physical switch. I'm turning them off. I'm focused on my putt. And that switch stays off until you sink the putt. Watch this. I'm flicking the switch off, okay? Because you won't have a real switch. It depends. There's some weird golf courses out there. So I flicked it off. Now, here we go. The tie's kind of in the way, so you have to account for the tie. Okay, here we go. Folks, that's DOGE. $5, $10, $15. For $15 a month, you will have me on call. And I will personal guarantee to get back to you within a week with an answer to your golf questions, solely golf questions. You'll see it on the screen. It'll be on the screen right now. $5 will get you weekly pro tips. $10 get you everything in the silver package, the gold package we're calling that. And one personal golf lesson throughout the year for the gold. Platinum, that's when you have me on call. And you get your name read out in a 5 a.m. Lemon podcast, future episode. Lots of exclusive concierge services as well. Folks, this is the best deal online for golf. It's a no-brainer. So I'm excited to see you in the Department of Golf Efficiency, DOGE. First point of business, a beautiful, beautiful ceremony they had last night. All the reports are, it was great. What makes the Augusta so special is they have the championship dinner, and Chad, bring up the menu there for folks at home to see the championship dinner. No, not that. The championship dinner menu curated by just a great man, a great gentleman, great ambassador of the sport, Scotty Scheffler. Let's run through this, and all you wannabe chefs out there, write in the comments what you think about his menu, choice of menu. So you can see the appetizers there. You had cheeseburger sliders served Scotty style. We don't know what Scotty style is, but if I could take a guess, it would be cool, calm, collected, and even in the face of extreme troubles, such as being falsely imprisoned on the morning of the U.S. Open. Then we move on to firecracker shrimp, sweet Thai chili, and sriracha mayo. Now that gets the saliva going, juices going, baby. That's right up my street. Then you've got a lot of appetizers here: Papa Chef's meatball and ravioli bites with pecorino cheese, tomato basil sauce. Very nice. First course, the boys from Texas. The boys from Texas, folks. So we've got Texas style chili. Cheddar cheese, jalapenos, corn chips. I believe Texas chili doesn't have beans. I think that's true about Texas chili. Very interesting choice by the boy there, the boy Scheffler. And the main course choice of Woodfire Cowboy, ribeye or blackened red fish. Family style macaroni and cheese, jalapeno corn cream, soy glazed Brussels sprouts, chipotle, lime, roasted sweet potatoes. Folks, these ex-champions are not going home hungry tonight. They're not going for a sneaky dip down to the hotel bar or doing a DoorDash. Definitely not. And the dessert, warm chocolate chip skillet cookie vanilla bean ice cream. You can't go wrong. All in all, I would have to say that's a 10 out of 10 by Mr. Scheffler. And I just hope he's left room for a third green jacket after that. Very good. And now, folks, we move on to kind of weirdly a most beloved part of the 5 a.m. Lemon Show here. It's the jokes section. We asked our viewers to submit jokes, and they did. A lot of them from Georgia State Penitentiary now. And I know a lot of them are watching now before they get through with their daily chores. I'd just like to say, stay strong, boys. Men are going through a tough time in this country, and you're serving your penance, and you're ready to come out as good members of society. So a lot of these have come in from gentlemen who are currently incarcerated, and just like the first one, let me read it out for you. This one comes from Andy. Thanks, Andy. Steve, as a man of fine... Oh, sorry, it says here Andy was recently released. So congratulations on your new freedom, Andy. Steve, as a man of fine taste, when I was walking downtown recently and saw a sign saying Gentlemen's Club, of course I ventured in. But boy, let me tell you, there was not one gentleman in there. And the women? The women were complete whores. Very good, Andy. Thanks for that joke. And again, congrats on your newfound freedom. Next one comes from Jerry, who is currently incarcerated. We can take jokes from anyone. Just get in contact with the show. You do not need to be a prisoner to get in contact with us with a joke. But it seems there's a lot of comedic talent in our prison systems. So here, this one comes from Jerry. Currently doing 5 to 10. Okay. So Jerry says, 1 in 5 people are dyslexic, meaning we were so close to having a dyslexic gospel. In that gospel, Jesus would have turned the wine into water. Very good, Jerry. He also has options here for the punchline. He says, I thought about going with, in that gospel, you would do for otters, the animal, as you would have them do to you. I think the wine's better for that one. We can definitely workshop that one. Another good effort from Jerry. Thank you very much, Jerry. And this comes from Terry. He is a favorite from our last season, and he is out of prison also. Great, so great to be back as members of society. Terry says, this is Terry's joke. I am out now, Steve, and the world has changed. I went for brunch, and instead of a menu, they handed me a Rorschach test. I didn't know what to do, but eventually, in the end, I settled for the lady being stabbed repeatedly over easy. Another classic from Terry there. Folks, a new section this season. It's going to be called Steve's Agony Corner. As I said, men are going through a crisis right now. With your problems, it's hard to reach out to people these days as a man. So send your problems to me. I'll do the best I can with all my life experience. First letter. We have a letter from John Doe. Obviously, that's not his real name, but I can assure you it is a real person. Anyway, he says, Steve, first off, love the show. Those idiots at ESPN need to hire you, but they don't have two brain cells to rub together. That is the thoughts of John Doe, not Steve Duffy, who thinks the people at ESPN do a great job, great productions altogether, and I just think they're great people. He goes on to say, I have found the perfect golf partner. He doesn't play slow, doesn't talk nonsense during the round, always on time. Just one issue, I'm banging his wife. How do I have my cake and eat it? Well, John Doe, I'm glad you asked. As I've been constantly saying, men in this country are at a crisis point. It's hard to be a man. You know, we're hearing stuff, women have problems, women have issues. Yes, they have issues, they have problems. But what about men's mental health? Really? Now, in this case, I would say you got to be a man, be a real man, be an example to your children, if you have any, fellow man, and you have to stop this sordid affair instantly. Stop it instantly, and you got to go cold turkey, and you can still have your great golf partner. But I would say don't mention her name ever. Okay, and then down to the golf itself, folks. Whew, Lordy, what are we going to do? Here's my tips. Here's my tips coming right up. First of all, will Captain Ahab, catch his white whale? I mean, Rory catching his green jacket. Will the chef cook up another performance par excellence? Scotty Scheffler. Will an English rose bloom in Augusta, Georgia? That's Justin Rose. Will a 54 golfer spoil the broth? I hate to be a stickler, but live is Roman numerals, so it's the competition is called 54. So if we could start using that by some respected broadcasters who say live, I would really appreciate that, and I'm sure you golf fanatics agree on that point. Will Patrick read the greens? Will Xander shuffle off with the green jacket? Or will McIntyre tire? So many questions. What's the answer? Well, folks, this is the God's honest truth. And as sure as I am here and breathing, I am telling you in full confidence, Rory Daniel McIlroy will win the 2025 Masters Championship. Enjoy the coverage, enjoy your pimento cheese sandwiches, and I will see you on Championship Sunday, 5 a.m. Be there or be square. Thanks, folks. Enjoy the golf.